Very good morning, guys. If you can hear me, can you quickly type yes in the chat box so that we can start the presentation? Great. So we will do a quick recap of yesterday, and then we will start with day two. All right. So we had understanding of what is lead generation. So we'll quickly start with this. Today we will learn three different ad formats of creating your ad campaign, that is image, video, and carousel. And we will also do one sample 6 ad creatives of any of your brand or product on Canva, and I'll show you how to do it. And then how to create your user persona, and how to check your perfect audience inside, and how to check your competitors ad on Facebook and Instagram, and what are the different types of lead generation ad campaign you can do. So guys, there are 3 stages of lead generation. First stage is at the active stage, where you're actually waiting for leads to come, and your business runs on hope, and customer is not sure whether you exist, and you have no business goal. So this is called law of karma. And then we have stage 2, that is a me active stage, where you are actually following up for leads, and you have commitment on your business goal, and customer know you exist, and there is a realization on their conscious effort about your business existence and to do something. So this is called the law of effort. And stage number 3, which is the most important stage, that is called V active stage, where you are actually attracting the leads. So customers are coming to you, and you and your team have a goal environment to achieve, and customer knows that you exist and wants to buy from you. And this is a realization on subconscious effort. So this is called the law of gravity. And there are 2 elements of lead generation. First one is clarity, and the second one is consistency. So in clarity, you need to have first clarity about your market, where you want to market, where you want to do the business. Second clarity is your business model. You need to ensure that it is profitable, at the same time scalable. Then you really need to have your mission statement. Why are you doing this, and what is your ultimate objective, so that customer gets connected with you emotionally. And fourth is your methods, how you want to do your lead generation campaign, or maybe your marketing campaign. Let that be online, let that be offline. So you need to have a clarity on your methods, how you want to market. And the fifth but not the least is your metrics. So how you will gauge the performance metrics. So your key performance indicator is very important. Your rate of return on investment is very important, that is your ROI. So you need to have clarity on all these 5 segments. Now, who is your target customer? So you can have 3 different types of target customer. One is your B2B, that is business to business. Second is your B2C, that is business to customer. Third is your B2CH, that is business to channel partner, or a franchisee, or a dealership. And what is the age of your customer? What is the gender of your customer? What is the location of your customer? What is the income? And what is the occupation of your customer? This we will talk more in detail today in the second half, once we are entering into day 2, which is your user persona. Now your product fits in what category? Remember guys, there are always 4 different types of category. The first one is the high value product, which is low efforts and high returns. So you need to actually focus on this high value product. Second is your primary product, which is high efforts and high returns. Third is your easy to buy product, which is low effort and low return. And the fourth one is your time waster product, which is high effort and low return. So try and avoid a time waster product, where you have to put a lot of high effort and then you still get low returns, because we don't want those kind of products to sell. So we can instead focus on easy to buy, primary, and high value products. Then your customer fits in what category? So there are 3 different types of customer. Again, for your high value, it is always your amazing customer. that one single customer or maybe two single customer who gives you a huge bulk order, maybe like your big corporate house or maybe some big government body who gives you tender and then they give you huge amount of work. So those are your amazing customers. And bread earning customers are your regular customers who buys with you on a daily basis or on a regular basis. So they are your high efforts and high return. Convenient customers are low effort and low return who just come, buy and go. And next time when they need, they come, they buy and go. So they are not always dependent on you. So there are three different types of customers. So always aim to achieve a bread earning customer and amazing customers. Now, consistency, very important, guys, because we need to do whatever we are doing in business, we need to have consistency because it builds trust and it provides a reassurance to your client. And of course, it builds a huge brand recall also. So, whenever there is something in mind, like suppose if I am a customer and if I want to drink, I'm feeling thirsty and I'm near a store, I immediately go and buy either Bisleri water or I buy Coca-Cola just to quench my thirst. So that's a brand recall. If I'm feeling thirsty, I go and I buy Coca-Cola or Bisleri and then I drink and I forget. So that is the reason consistency is important. In the same way, if I want to eat food and I'm really very hungry, and if I see maybe McDonald's nearby to me, I immediately go buy a burger, eat, and then I forget because that's my brand recall. If I feel hungry, I need to eat something. I go, I buy, and then I eat. So that's your consistency brand recall, which is important. There are two types of advertisement. First is your organic, where you post content for free. Second is your paid, where you buy a space in media and then you run your ad campaigns. Now, there are two identification of paid ad campaign. The first one is your push campaign, where you post all the ads in social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and the second one is your pull campaign where you post all the ads on your search engine platform like your Google, like your YouTube, and like your Yahoo, Bing, and any other search engine platform. And this is just an overview of a Facebook page, how it should look like. So first you need to have your profile photo or your brand logo. Second is you need to have your cover photo, and in your cover photo it should talk either about your product or services or about your mission statement or maybe about your daily offer or the special offer. So whatever you have, you should talk about something rather than just an image. So ensure that you always have some communication done through your cover photo. And then your primary call to action, which can be either directing them to your website or either directing them to your website or making them call to you or sending them to your SMS chatbot. So whatever you feel like. And then on a daily basis, try and invite your friends to like your page and create your shop page because that will be very beneficial to you. People who wants to buy can immediately go and buy from your Facebook shop page itself, and a short bio about you and about what you do so that people can get a quick recall about your product and services. And whatever you post on a daily basis, ensure that you pin it so that any new customer who will come, he will immediately see your welcome post or your daily post, and then he can go around with your content. At the same time, also create your Facebook group where you need to have some similar algorithms. Like first, you need to have your cover photo, and then your cover photo, which is this, and then have your invitation to your friends to join your group, and then have your shop page, and then yeah, invite your friends and welcome them automatically. I showed you how to do this yesterday. Now, this is the most important thing, guys, which is your content bucket. So I am hoping that you have made your content bucket yesterday. If not, then please take some time out and make your content bucket for this complete week. So every Mondays you can write some kind of tips about your product or category. Tuesday you can write some facts about your product or category. Wednesday you can write some myth about your product or category. Thursday, you can write some quote about your product or category. Friday, you can write some question about your product or category. Saturday, you can write some social proof about your product or category. Social proof means your customer testimonial, the numbers, how many customers you have attended till now, and how many you have resolved or you have sold. And the last but not the least is Sundays, where you can write something about your product offers. So you can give some special offers on every Sundays, and join at least a minimum of 50 groups on a, like maybe every day you can join 5 10 groups, so that you can post your content in your groups organically. And so this is how you can get leads organically. First is post content on your Facebook page. Then second is share that content on groups you joined daily. Anyone who engages with your content on those groups, connect with them. Fourth is invite them to like your Facebook page and group. And five is throw an offer, give something for free and convert them into a lead. So this is how you can do a step-by-step format and get leads organically for your business. Now, Facebook, when you share your content on different groups, your engagement ratio increases because your reach also increases. So that's the benefit of doing it, and absolutely free of cost. So just go ahead and start doing it from today itself, guys. Now I've shown you a small demo of Canva. Today we will do a little more deep designing in Canva. We will try to design 6 different creatives, and I'll show you how you can do that. And when you design any kind of creative, ensure that you follow this designing rule, which is 80% image and 20% text. So always follow this methodology and go as per this designing rule. And I strongly recommend a size of 1080 by 1080 pixel for image and video. And if you're doing a banner ad, it can be 1600 by 900 pixel. And if you're doing a mobile ad, that is a vertical ad, then it can be 900 by 1500 pixel. So these 3 sizes will make your job easier. Now, yesterday we have created logo, cover photo, and welcome post. Today I will show you what exactly is user persona and why it is important. Now we understand that for every product there is a specific customer. So not everyone is your customers, and promoting to everyone will also make no sense, because you will be actually spending money to those people on those people who are not actually interested in your product. So that is the reason we create a user persona, where we first try to understand who exactly is our buyer, and then we create our ad campaigns based on those buyers persona, and we promote it to only those kind of people. So this is only possible when we are doing a campaign on digital, and that is the reason digital marketing is actually on the booming stage. So here the audience is segmented in 3 different formats. The first one is the demographic format. The second one is your interest, that is your psychographic format. And the third one is based on the behavior. All right. Now in your demographic format, you have the basic information, that is the age of your customer, the gender of your customer, the location of your customer, tentative income bracket of your customer, and what is the education of your customer. So you need to understand these demographics of your customer. Now, in interest segmentation, that is also called a psychographic segmentation, you understand what is that something your customer likes or gets entertained. Maybe he is good in watching movies, or maybe he is a fan of IPL, or maybe he just go out for partying, like he goes to club or concert. So what is so that entertainment thing he likes or she likes. Then the second thing is the hobby, what he would like to do in his free time. Maybe he would like to travel, or maybe he would like to read books, or maybe he would like to do cooking. So there can be anything what he or she would like. So that is the interest what you need to understand of your customer. Third is in business. What kind of interest he has in business? Does they like share market, or maybe some kind of trading or digital thing or whatever. So you need to understand what is their interest segmentation in terms of business. The same in terms of technology, like are they mobile addicted, or they gadget addicted, or they are desktop addicted. So how they behave when it comes to technology, and the lifestyle. So how much they do shopping, how much they do fashion, how much they're concerned about fashion. So what kind of shopping things they do. Now suppose if there is any kind of occasion coming up, maybe like anniversary, will they do shopping or not. So that kind of, a little interest on all these segments will give you clarity what kind of customer you can target. We will do this in detail. There is a tool in Facebook which you can use to check your audience insight. I will show it to you right away. once we are done with this slide. So that will help you more in detail. And then the behavior. Now I am a customer, and I normally check Facebook in desktop, and I scroll, and then if I like any advertisement, I go click from the desktop and I make a purchase. But that's not the case with others, because now mobile is booming. So people are more scrolling mobile, and they are checking the ads in mobile, and then they are making the purchase. So what is the behavior of your customer? Is he more desktop friendly, or maybe more mobile friendly? In case if he is mobile friendly, then does he has an iOS phone or does he has an Android phone? So that is all behavior what we will understand in this campaign. And purchase behavior, like they just do window shopping online, or they really go and make a purchase. If they make a purchase, like in last 30 days, did they make any online purchase through Facebook or not? So we can also track that information and we can post it. We can create our user persona accordingly. Now, traveling, are they international travelers? Are they frequent travelers? Are they commuters? So you need to understand this behavior, which we can do it through Facebook. And festival, like occasion like Ramzan, or location like Diwali, how active they are on mobile, and how actively they are doing shopping or not. So we can do that kind of analysis as well. So these are few of your user persona things which you need to create for your brand or product, which will be very helpful for you to target the right audience when you're setting up your ad campaign. Because again, we really don't want to spend a single rupee on those people who are not interested or who may not be interested in our product. So we want to show our product to all those relevant people with whom we can expect a transaction in terms of business. All right. Now, this is the audience insight, guys. I will quickly take you through this web, and let's do a small audience analysis. So to go to audience insight, you need to go to Facebook. You need to go to your manage ads. All right. So here you have this 9 icons. Just click on this, and you will find audience insight over here. So it will ask you, you want to choose an audience to start everyone on Facebook or people connected to your page. So I can, because I have very less number of people who are liking my page, just only like 800 people. So I will actually go on everyone on Facebook to see how overall audience is behaving. So the first thing what it will come over here is the location. So here it is United States. So let me change that to India. All right. Now, the age group of your audience. So let's take first example of my business. So I'm giving a digital marketing training, and I want to give this to major of the entrepreneurs who are in business. So I see that they are at the age of like 25 to 45. So that's my ideal age group of my customer, and of course they are both men and women. So this is how I got my audience insight. So when I select, I get 76% men, all are on Facebook, 24% are women who are in Facebook. All right. Now, if you see over here, you will see a relationship status. There are 23%, 41% are single, and 3% are in relationship, and 2% are engaged, and 54% are married. And if you see the education level, 15% have crossed high school only. 75% have done college, and 10% people have also done graduate school. So this is my first cut of your user persona. So this is how it is, and let's see demographic, like the location. So 0.2% comes from Bengal, Islampur, Digha, Kandivali, and then in Hyderabad I have 2%, and in Bangalore I have 2%, Mumbai I have 3%, Pune I have 0.9%, Surat I have 1%, Ahmedabad I have 1%. So with this you will understand where your major audience is coming from. So I see Delhi, it is coming from Delhi 4%, again Kolkata 2%. So when I run my ad campaign, I can actually run on these major cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and then Hyderabad, Bangalore, and then Pune 0.9%. So this is how you do it. Now the activity, as I said, you in an age group of like 25 to 45, there are only 5% people who watch on desktop. 95% are watching on mobile phone. When it is mobile phone, it is 92% Android, 2%, 2% iPhone and iOS. All right. And let's see the pages what they like. Now here you will get all your psychographic interest. Now clothing they like Levi, and then Yepme, and then Craftsvilla. Food and beverage they like Kingfisher. Computers they like Microsoft Windows. Electronics they like Samsung, and then retail they prefer Amazon India and Snapdeal. Government organization they like PMO India, and in broadcasting media they prefer India Times, India Today, and Times of India, and in apparel and clothing they like Shopper Stop. Now let's see entertainment they like RVCJ Media. Actors they like Amitabh, Madhuri Dixit, Akshay Kumar, Amir Khan. Sports they like IPL and then ICC. Cricket always for sure. And public figure they like Swami Ramdev, Sandesh Maheshwari, and artists they like Anushka and all. So this is how you get your insights for people what kind of pages they like. Now let's see if I want to only target married people, then I just need to click over here on married. So once I click over here on married, I will get 100% status of my married. Now there are high school 10%, all who are married, in that there are 10% who are in high school, and 75% have completed college, and 14% have completed their graduation. Now let's say I want to target anyone who has done degree, that is college, in married. So I'll just click on college. Now I see 58% people are men and 42% are women. Now if I want to target in this all those people who are using mobile phones, not a desktop. So I'll just click on mobile phones. Okay, so you can't do more micro filter over here, but this is how you can do your audience insight, just to get an idea of what kind of audience you want to target, and accordingly you can set your ad campaign on Facebook and Instagram. Now let's see, you have over here interest, you have business. So let's see if I want to target all the business industry. So it will show you the numbers are like 58% are having interest, and 42 are having women, and 58 are men. So let's see a few more things. Let's see fitness, who is interested in fitness and wellness. So again, the same 58% men and 42% women. And these are the job titles. Like major is coming from management, and then 16% comes from education and library, 24% comes from administrative. So this is how you can see which people, what kind of job profile they do, and what is the percentage. So this gives you a little clarity on your audience insight, that is your user persona. And this tool is absolutely free for you to use. So go ahead and go on Facebook and go on create page. I'll show you again how you can do it. So once you go on Facebook, and then click on manage ads, and then click on over here click on audience insight, and then you can this page will open, the audience insight page will open. It will ask you whether the only for your page or for everyone on Facebook. You can check it out for everyone on Facebook. Let's try for once my page. Let us see what kind of audience I have got. Hmm. As I said, you guys, I don't have many likes, so that's the reason it is not showing over here. But you can do a generic search, and then you will get a lot of information which will be very helpful for you to set up your user persona based on Facebook Insights. So just give it try today, and do let me know what exactly is your user persona, and then we can create some amazing campaigns accordingly. All right, so let's go back to presentation. Now, competitors check. Now, another most important part in your setting up your ad campaign is to understand what your competitors are doing on Facebook. For this, also we have a tool where you can actually check what your competitors are doing, what kind of ad campaigns they are running, and based on that, you can also run a competitive ad campaign and stand one step ahead from your competitors. So, can you write here in the chat box any of your competitors' name? Who are like a brand and whom you are thinking that they are doing some kind of ad campaign on Facebook or Instagram. Can you write any of the brand names over here so that I can do a quick competitors check on them? INDEGE. So I have Indegene over here. Let's see if they are doing any kind of. So as of now, they are not doing any kind of ad campaign, Manoj. But here you can see the page has come up, which is it's in pharmaceutical, and the page has come up. So in case if they do any kind of ad campaign, it will show over here. All right, let's see another one, that is Cactus. Yes, Cactus is doing two ad campaigns. So here you can see those ad campaigns. So one is come join us for Peer Review Week 2020, September 21 to 25 by signing up. You get instant access to all webinar during Peer Review Week 2020 and update on article, advice, insight, and other information related to peer review. So here, if you click on more detail, so it's a lead generation form, what I see. Now you can see they are taking get instant registration on Editage Insight, and if someone clicks, it is taking them to their landing page. So this is the landing page what they have created, and it is taking all the customer to the landing page. Got it? So this is how you do your audience, your competitors check. And now tomorrow, if you want to ensure that you want, tomorrow you can do more better ad campaigns by seeing your competitor. Now this is your ad copy. Always remember, anything which is in text is your ad copy, number one. Second is, this is your ad image. All right, that is your creative copy, which we will design today. Third is, this is your description and your highlight text, which I will show you when we set up the campaign. So now they are using three different sizes. So remember, I showed you three sizes. One is your 1080 by 1080. So this is a little similar to that size. Second is your banner size, which is 900 by 1600. And the third one is your mobile size. That is again 900 by 1600 and 60. This is 1600 by 900. So these three sizes, if you make it, you're absolutely good to go to do maximum placements on Facebook and Instagram. All right. So this is one. I will show other one also. So they are running two ad campaigns. So just click on all. So you will get to know which all they are doing. Okay, so now let's see another one. It is, I will share you the link. It is very simple. It is facebook.com/ads/library. I will share you the link. Okay. Uh, so this might play date. Oh yeah, they are doing so many ad campaigns, Shruti. You should actually look into it. They are doing crazy ad campaigns. So they are doing like 3 + 3 + 1. That is 7 ad campaigns. So this one I think is over. I believe that is the reason it is not coming. So this is a lead generation ad campaign because they are taking email, phone number, full name, phone number, city, terms and condition, and engage your child right at home with our fun and exciting activity for an entire month. 4999 is what they're charging, and okay, this should be targeting to parents for sure. So this is one campaign which Playdate is doing. And then this is another one. So this is a website link, I believe. So they are taking the user to their website. It's an app actually, Calendly app, and they are scheduling a demo, and then they are pitching over there. All right, and this is a page like campaign. So they are also doing a page like campaign, which is actually good because you actually get more and more people liking your page, and then you have your daily content updated. So people will getting the updates about your content on a daily basis, and that's how you do your engagement. So this is actually very good thing what they're doing. And then this is another one. This is also, I believe, this is also a lead generation ad campaign. So PP1 is like, I think parent one, parent two, and then email, phone number, and then the contact detail. So yes, Shruti, I will share you the link. Maybe in your free time, you can just explore this site. You can explore the thing. What I want you to understand is, see what your competitor ads look like. See how what their content they are putting and what kind of offers they're giving. Once you understand these three things, when you set up your ad campaign, you must ensure that you do something much better than this in terms of creative, in terms of your offer, so you stand one step ahead on your competitor. So that's the whole objective, to see your ad campaigns of your competitors and do an analysis, and based on that you create your ad campaign. So that is most important thing. And here I'm sure you must be blown away with the way these people are doing, and it will give you real good insights, and accordingly you can run your ad campaigns. All right, so let's try Herbalife. Herbalife Associate. Herbalife is, and always remember guys, when you do kind of searches, there are two options over here. One is all ad, and the second one is issues, election and politics. So just do this one setting, click on all ads immediately once you log in, so that in election you will not see any result coming, and then you will think that they are not doing any kind of ad campaign. So this is a small issue over here. So just click on all ads, and here try to click on all countries. All right, these two things you need to do, because in Manoj case, Cactus was not doing campaign in India, but it was doing in international places. So that will give you clarity. I'm trying Manoj nutrition. So it is not showing Manoj. It is not showing. Maybe you can try, because I see that even the page likes are very less. It's like 100 or 200. So I think the original page is not coming over here. So if you know the actual name, you can. I'm sorry, my bad. Yes. Here you can see Herbalife is again doing, they are doing regional ad campaigns also. So here you have view ads. Let me just click on this. So this is different ad campaigns what they're doing. Let's see inside. So this is a video campaign, guys.
Do you know what your body really needs after a night's sleep?
It's a 2 minutes video, and it is a video campaign actually. Now this should be us taking to a landing page. So this is taking them to a breakfast personality test, and then you get engaged with your customer. Perfect. This is a nice campaign. So this is a traffic campaign. All right. Whenever you try to send a user from Facebook to any other website, it's a traffic campaign what you're doing. All right. So this one is a traffic campaign. Okay. This is again a mobile ad, and this you can see over here. This is again your breakfast personality test. So it's in mobile, it's in carousel, sorry, square. So it's an image, 1:1 and mobile. All right. So this one is here you can see the links. It's Facebook and Messenger. Here it's only Instagram, so they are playing majorly on Instagram stories and Instagram feed. So this is also only on Instagram. This is on Facebook and Messenger. So you can choose different placements. I will show you how to do that. So you can choose it according to your customer choice, like where you think the customer will get more engaged, and you can run the ad campaigns accordingly. So it is showing, guys, it is showing countries like Slovakia, Spain, and other location, Belgium. So because this is a global site, global page, they are doing across the countries in the different continents. So this is how you see your ad campaign. So these are all pages of that specific country which is interconnected with this page, I believe. So this is how they are doing. And so you can do a search filter here also, like all last day, that is yesterday, Facebook. So these are the ad campaigns which they have done. Now, if you see over here, there is another interesting thing which you need to understand, that is the language. Now, this is, I believe, Spanish, because maybe they are doing in country, maybe a Spanish country or whatever. So here, this is called vernacular marketing. So any kind of language which is apart from English, if you're doing any other language, So that is called vernacular marketing. So I will tell you how to do this also. Very useful and very beneficial for country like India. Now you also understand that people are not only from the major cities like let's say Hyderabad, Bangalore, or Chennai, or Mumbai, or Delhi. People are also from town to like tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and those people speak their local language, and they also check out mobile with their local language. Let that be Telugu, let that be Kannada, let that be Tamil. So you can run ads in that language, and you can attract or grab the pull eyes from the customer. So that is vernacular marketing, so which is also very important. Now this is a lead generation campaign what they are doing, and I think this is EC, I'm not sure. Let's see. So this is how you do your competitors ad check, guys. So just go ahead and do this today, and see how people are getting what kind of ads they're doing. So I said you this is Spanish, it is Ecuador, and it is Espanol. So this ad campaign is in Spanish. So you can also do your ad campaign in any language. I will show you how to do that. So use this tool to understand your competitor and to ensure that you know you go one step ahead and do a better campaign, and you can precisely be one step ahead with them. Yes, yes, you will definitely enjoy once you start scrolling. So you can see here, Peru, they are doing 16 ad campaigns, Colombia 10, Bolivia 6, Chile, they are doing 3, Mexico, they are doing 3, United States, they are doing 3, Argentina 2, Ecuador. So you can see the list of countries with the number of ad campaigns. So guys, I'm sure this should be very beneficial to you, and explore this page, and do come back to me and tell me what exactly is your competitor doing, so that we can create a better ad campaign than them. All right, so let's move to our next thing. All right, so let's quickly go through our ad creatives. I have actually done a couple of ads for my page and all. So I'll show you the formats. Any questions till now, guys? Any questions? I will share you the link, Imran. I'll share it to you here only. So this is the link. You just click on this link and see what exactly your competitors are doing, and then you can do it accordingly. Now, guys, I showed you three different placement for, I believe it was for cactus in the competitors ad. Now, see how I have done a similar thing for my ad campaign. I will show you how. So this is my, see, I have created, I normally create first my ad in 1080 by 1080, which is my global rule. I create first 1080 by 1080, and this is my 1080 by 1080. In this, I have placed my photo, I have placed my content. I always put my brand logo on the top right, all right, and then my call to action on the bottom left, bottom right, all right. So this is always standard for me. So I would be happy, or I would suggest that you can also keep some elements standard, so that you really don't need to worry about that. And here I have kept save and share. So I am asking people either to save this ad or to share it with your friends whom they think it is relevant. And this is a small snippet of my Facebook plugin. So you don't need to mention follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. So you just put and Praveen K. Agarwal, and then you give your short bio, that is author, coach, and on infopreneur. So when you mention Praveen K. Agarwal, people should understand that you know this is if you're looking to search me, you can just check out Praveen K. Agarwal and you'll find me on social media. So this is my 1080 by 1080. Now this is my banner ad. All right. So my banner ad size is 1.91 by 1, that is your 1910 by 1000 pixels. So you can make a note of this number for your banner ad, or you can also go with 1600 by 900 pixel. Almost it will be the same version. Now you see what I have done is I have just I'll show you. Actually, it will not you will not understand with this. Let me do it. So you go on create design, guys. All right. So once you go on create design, I will first select my size, that is 1080 by 1080. All right. So once I'm done with this, all right. So this is a blank page which has come. All right. Let's do a brand new design just for your information and understanding. Let us do. All right. I'll quickly take one image from here. All right. Now, let's suppose this is my this is the template what I've taken. All right. Now I want to put my logo. So I will go on uploads. So my logo is already there. So I'll just take it and then I will take it on the top right. And then I will, so this my logo is done, guys. So here you can see there are markings which will come from Facebook. So you can just use these markings to understand better. All right, so I'll take this a little in the center, or I'll take it in the left, and then I'll put my content. All right. Now, if I want to just drag and pull some content from my existing ad campaign, existing design, I will just click on folder. I will go all your design, and I'll just click this. So my previous design has come. I can simply copy paste from here my thing. So I'll just click on this. I will click on this plus button over here, and then I will click on copy. It came over here. Same position it will take. Same the place where it is right now. It will go same over there. All right. So again I'll click on this, and again I will copy. All right. So now it came over here. All right. Now I'll click on this. Here I have two images. So I will click on both. First I will click on my image. I will click on this. Again I will click on plus, and I will click on copy, and I will get it over here. So I just want to take it a little here. Maybe I'll take in this center. So this is the center of my creative. All right. And then I want people to save and share this. So I'll just click here, copy. All right. So it came over here. I will just bring it down here. All right, or I can put it here as well. So whatever feels good. All right. And if I want my image to come, again, I will just click on this image, and then I'll click on copy. So maybe I'll just put it over here. All right. So guys, this is just a sample. Honestly, I'm not gonna use this creative, however, but I'm just showing you how you can design quickly, you know, your ad campaigns. So now I'm done with this. So this is my ad campaign. Now this is my and this automatically gets saved. You really don't need to worry to keep saving and all. So this is one thing what you need to do. Now what you want to do is you want to create another size of your creative. So just go back again to Canva, and then click on create design, click on custom design, make it 1600 by 900 and just click on design. So you get that size over here. And then you go over here to folder, all your design. It is not coming, but I'll show you this one. So I'll just click on this, which is my previous design. So this design will open in 1080 by 1080. The background will automatically fill the complete size. What you got to do is the elements, these are different elements. Just drag and pull these elements. Ideally, I would make it till half of the page. So this is half of the page. Here also I will go on the left and I will take it the balance half. So this is the balance half, and then I will take my image on the left a little, and I will click on this. I will use this like this. I will use this. So you see how I'm doing my alignment, guys. So I'm just following the marks which Canva is showing me, so that it makes it look very presentable. So here you see my logo. I'll precisely put it like this, and then I will fair enough, guys. Now this is how you do your banner ad, 16 by 100. Now if I want simple, how much time did it take, guys? Not even a minute to design your creative. That's how you can do it so fast. Now let's do mobile size, that is 900 by 1600. Just click on new design. Now this is my mobile format. All right. Now let's see. Go on your folder, all your design. Okay. So it is still not coming with the one which we designed today. So let's do this one. I have this again, the same 1:1 creative. So my background got expanded. Now I'll just quickly use these elements. So this is exactly in center. You can see the line. All right. And then I will take my first logo. All right. So I will do it like this. Okay. This one I want to take it in the center. So you're doing in mobile. So normally people have the tap in your center. You can, so that your call to action goes faster. So if you notice, I'm actually putting everything in the center because that's how your mobile view will be better. So I'll just select this. I will make this center again. Okay. And now, guys, how do you see? Another maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes I've taken max. I've designed my 3 different ad creatives. It is so simple. Just try using Canva. I'm sure you will love it, and very quick, very fast. So what I only suggest is first create your ad campaign in 1080 by 1080. So once you're done with this, you can just go on new sizes. Every time click a new tab and click new sizes and create your design quickly and then save it. You're absolutely good to go, and you get 3 different formats. On day 4, when we are doing a live campaign, I will show you how you can use different formats for different placements. As simple as this. All right. I have I will also show you a couple of my previous design where I have I'll show you this. So how are the design, guys? Do you think this goes as per a 80-20 rule? Because the text and content with images like normal. I will, if you want, I can. We can do a check also. So you can see the images. Okay, your ads will run normally. So this is how, once you're done with your design, go back to Facebook image text overlay link and see how your creatives are. So it gives you a clarity, and accordingly you can do changes, and then you're good to go to run your ad campaign. Okay. Now, guys, I will show you. remember we discussed about our weekly content calendar. Now this is how I have created my weekly content calendar. So I have, so this is my brand logo. So I always put it on. See, I put my logos always either on top right, top left, or bottom right, bottom left. So I've kept it over here. Now this is the brand hashtag what I've created. So it is always good if you create your hashtag, and whenever you post, you put with that hashtag, so that it's easy for you to search and you can see all the engagements happening to that. And this is my content. So free tool number one, I use Facebook image, and then I have two, and then I have three, and then I have four, and then I have five, six, 7. So 7 days in a week, I have got seven creatives. Now you see how my positioning is, guys. My follow and like and follow is on the bottom left, because you see normally Facebook will show you like over there. See my content. This is a template. I have created my template, and then I'm only changing the content in between and this image as per the content. Rest everything is standard. I have to do nothing. So what happens is this makes your job easy. You really don't need to worry every time on creating different template. First create your first template, let that be your tip template. And as I said you, in a month 4 weeks, so you will create 4 tips template. So make your 4 templates, 4 tips ready, and put it in 4 different format, save it. The same way you create your facts template and save it, same way you create your code template, save it. So what you need to do is you just need to come back, change your content and save it, and then you're good to go and post it. So it takes less time and you will be faster, and then you are good to go to post it. So this is how I have created all 7 templates, all 7 creatives. Template is same. So I want you also to come and create your ad campaign creatives like this. Now let me show you how I have created my ad campaign creative. Now this is my first ad campaign, which is talking about my Facebook lead generation class. All right. Now this is my LinkedIn mastery class. Just give me a sec, guys. There is some issue with Canva. All right. So this is my first one, which is my. Hmm, there is some problem with Canva, guys. Give me a sec. Let me log off and log in again. All right, what I can do is maybe I can share these creatives in the WhatsApp group so that you will get an idea what exactly I'm trying to say. I'm trying to communicate here is that you create your ad campaigns, six different creatives for your ad campaign, which we can use it once we are taking your ad live on Facebook, maybe on day 4. So this will help you understand how to design your creatives and all. So I will share this with you on WhatsApp because there is some error coming over here and the previous creative is actually coming which I don't want to show you, it makes no sense. So there's some error, guys. All right, so with this we are actually done with today's session, guys. So Canva, I'm saying you, very good platform to create your designs. So, and of course free of cost to use. So take use of it, make use of it in the best way. And today, so what I want you to do today is, create your six different ad creatives in 1080 by 1080 pixel size, and also define your user persona, which is very important. Focus on your demographic and psychographic. So what kind of interest they have and what kind of age, gender, location, income, and education they have. So we can target accordingly and check your competitors ad. We already did that over here, and you can share your screenshots so that you learn it by yourself and write your key takeaways from today's session, what exactly you liked and how you will implement. Just write your key takeaways, and of course you are watching the videos on my YouTube channel, so just subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's connect on LinkedIn so that we can share some content on LinkedIn as well. So I will share you my LinkedIn login, the link in the chat, and then you can click on that and you can connect with us. So any questions related to day 1 and day 2, guys, any questions you can put it over here and precisely I can answer it to you. Any questions, everyone? Any doubts you have in your mind? Honestly, Manoj, marketing budget is something what you need to see how much you are willing to spend. So for a campaign in Facebook and Instagram, you can start with something like 150 rupee per day, and it can go till what your budget is. So you need to sit down and draft it how much you want to. That's what I said. 150 is per day. So 150 to 175 is your per day. So that goes around. Like you can do a campaign with maybe 5,000 rupees, 3,000 to 5,000 for a month camping, and then you can see how it is working out. So it is absolutely in your personal thing how much you want to spend. The more you spend, the more leads you will get. So it is simple calculation. So you can check out how much is your initial amount of investment you want to do. So there is nothing like maximum or minimum. The basic what Facebook wants is like at least in a month maybe 3,000 to 5,000 rupees. Yes, I will show you on day 4 how to calculate your budget also with some specific budget how much you are reaching. So there is a matrix which Facebook will show you. I will take you through on day 4. So you will get a more clarity on that. Any other question, guys? Dharma, Harish, Manoj, Imran, Raj, Shruti, Vijay, any other questions you have in your mind related to yesterday's session and today's session? All right, then, guys, I will wrap this session today, and I will share you the video recording in maybe next 1 hour. Yeah, I will share you the links as well. Don't worry, and you can quickly go ahead and check out your competitors' ad, check out your audience insight, and also you can use a free tool to check your image, your content. Try to be a little innovative in your designing, and let's do something good on Facebook in the coming days, guys. Till then, take care and have a safe health. All right. 80-20 is the only rule what we follow Manoj, and some guidelines I have given you. Like first, create your brand logo. Have your brand logo either on top left, top right, or bottom left, bottom right. I strongly recommend on top left or top right because bottom can be used more for your call to action. So bottom right, you can have your sign up button, and bottom left, you can have your social media plugins. Top left or right, you can choose for your brand logo presence, and the center is your content creative. Keep it simple. So this is the guide what you can do, and see that you have 80-20 image. So 80% should be image and 20% should be your text. So try to minimize the caption in a shorter length. That's the only thing what I suggest. You design and you put it on WhatsApp group. Let us have a look over it, and maybe I can guide you better over there. All right. So do that, take that action, start doing some design so that we can check it out and we can come back to you with our feedback. All right, I will however share you some of my sample creatives just for your reference, and you can use it accordingly. All right, great, Manoj, thank you very much. Let's wrap the session today, and I will share you the link the moment it goes live. Take care, guys. See you and wish you all the very best. See you, guys.